This is Popcast number 4, 5, 6, whatever it is.
All right, let's start it up.
Oh, sorry. We need our jingle. Start with the jingle. Turn it OGpopcast jingle. Okay,
all right.
Enough of that noise.
Enough enthusiasm there. All right, so...
well, no, itinerary. Keep the itinerary up.
You should know the itinerary right now.
This introductions.
This is our OGpopcast number 5.
Number 5. Okay,
so
good.
we've broken the average, and we are now shooting for the stars.
We're into unknown territory. So, as I believe, did last time, what we'll be covering is obviously some, normal old projects, new projects, our model building.
Whoa! Stop! Wait, we're getting way ahead of ourselves.
No, we're not.
We're missing the itinerary. Says introductions. So an introduction is in order. My name's Peter.
And Mark.
My brother Mark. And his wife Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Pete already blew it.
Now, turn this around because we've got to show the camera person. Here, let me do this. And here's Michelle.
Okay.
So, we already have set the ground rules. Remember, no politics, no swearing, no religion, no financial advice, and no serious conversations. All right?
Nothing serious. Except for family stories.
And how to reach out to us. Remember, I'm still working on the website for the OGpopcast.com. Compliments of, what did we do it on? GoDaddy.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, not sponsored by Corona Beer. This is supposed to be for the grandkids. We're not supposed to be
I didn't
revealing
say
our
sponsored. We are not sponsored by anyone because we don't answer any emails. We don't look at the comments. We don't care about any of that stuff.
But
And you don't.
let's not forget, we always have a pop joke of the day.
Oh yeah, we start out with a dad joke. So we'll do today's, which is, what's the difference between a well-dressed man on a unicycle and a poorly dressed man on a bicycle?
I don't know.
A tire.
All right, come on, let's hear that mom joke.
What?
There's a mom joke you have.
And now I'm supposed to remember it. What?
Rainbow.
What does a rainbow weigh?
What does rainbow weigh?
Nothing. It's pretty light.
I like it. All
Okay,
right,
that's
watch your
it.
finger. Your finger's on the camera. It's
Okay,
almost
either way.
Not over it.
Either
All
way,
right, so
next thing on
we're
the
supposed to do an observation for the day.
observation.
I haven't
wow.
been bitten by any Gila monsters, but
An observation should be about tennis
Tennis, the second longest tennis match
at the French
at the French Open. No, of any kind, I think. Any
The
Open.
French Open.
we,
French Open.
we ended up watching the finals
Almost 6
of
hours.
the men's Grand Slam French Open, which was between Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner. And chapeau, as they say in the bike racing community, hats off to both of them. They honestly played the games of their lives, and it couldn't have been any closer. Went to a 5th set tiebreak, which unfortunately, for my wife, fortunately, and Mary, the younger of the two ended up winning, and after he
They're the same age.
saved
Makes them sound like they were like
a
10 years apart.
3 set points that were
No,
to
Matt,
the
That
championship points.
was in the fourth set.
3 championship points in the 4th set to end up then going on and finally prevailing in the end, and it went over 5 hours. 5 hours and what? Something
Almost
like
6.
Almost 6 hours.
5 hours and 40
or something like that.
minutes, which was only a few minutes less than a previous, or the number 1 record, which was set between Djokovic and Nadal. No, Federer and Nadal.
I forgot who it was.
Federer
Either way,
and Nadal.
that was our observation for today. That we had a great time watching the French Open, which was really pretty good sport. to watch as
And
fans.
the day before, we watched the women's finals, which also was a smashing match between the number 1 and number 2 seeds in the women's side, which had Ariana Sabalenka from Russia who was number 1 seeded, going against
Coco
Coco Gauff from the United States, who was number 2 seeded,
She's
and
not from
they
Russia,
ended
she's
up
from
going
Belarus.
to
Belarus,
3.
yeah.
They ended up going to 3 sets,
Uh-huh.
and in the end, Coco Gauff prevailed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So both number
Next
2
time.
seeds won.
Okay,
All right,
so
so our
next
next thing on the itinerary is the old or follow up on old projects, which I think right now the one project that we have going on, most importantly, is not the building of the Yamato, but rather the building of the Great Loop ship.
No. The Yamato is the big one. So I do have a video which we will insert here of the latest update on it. It's going slowly, but it's going, and you'll see it. Okay, so here we are with my recent progress on the Yamato. The deck's not glued down, but I basically got all the little guns, thousands of little guns, and the big guns in. But they just took forever. These guys right here took forever to get in place. But we now have the Yamato. Next, the superstructure. Time to start building it. Okay, here I am showing off my recent work. It's the front of the superstructure of the Yamato. Took a long time to get some of this stuff done, especially the radar. And all those little bits that had to get glued on. But it's coming along. Got some painting to do on it. I mean, it's not secure. It's totally removable. But it's done. We're almost ready to install. Okay, so here is finally this fiddly antenna in place. This thing is really tough to put together. I don't know why they made it so difficult, but such is life. Finally in place. So just time to get the rear superstructure and a few other things glued on. Some guns and rangefinders and things like that. We're coming along. Okay, so not part of the Yamato build, but something I was also working on at the same time was this, what we call it, Martin RB-57A Canberra. It's a night reconnaissance bomber. Really kind of a cool plane. And I finally finished it after a heck of a long time, but I still have like 2 or 3 other models going on at the same time as the Yamato. But these are things I work on sometimes. As far as my Great Loop boat goes, it's being refitted, so it's a long process. It'll take some time, but when I have some substantial video or pictures to show, I'll be able to show them.
We've got quite a few substantial pictures.
Yeah,
I think we'll have to
little
update it.
stuff.
Anyways, we'll see you later. Hopefully, like I said, in sometime in the future, we'll be able to do one of our podcasts from the
the
deck
boat,
of
absolutely.
the boat.
I'd like to do a PSA.
Oh, here we go. Public service announcement.
Public service announcement. Mark, will you pinky swear not to lift any heavy objects anymore?
No, I will not.
Come on.
I will not.
Come
I can't
By
make
yourself?
I cannot make a promise that I can't guarantee I will hold.
Okay, good.
I will promise to try
Okay.
to not.
And if you do, I'm going to put a little violin.
Yes, a little smile.
Because I won't have sympathy.
We do have pictures of Mark's diesel generator being hauled out of his boat on a little makeshift incline ramp that he
Yes.
learned from the cavemen.
Yes.
I guess that's
Remember-
the dad. That's the dad observation for the day is how to lift a 300-pound
No, it's not
generator.
It's like 100, 120 pounds. But
out
the
of
point
the
is,
boat.
your friends are levers, incline planes, and pulleys. Learn about them. They make life so much easier. So yes, that's the thing.
We'll have to show some pictures for that.
So now going on to the main subject, right? Which is
No, we're not into the main subject
No
yet.
main subject yet. That was old business.
Hold on. Now, I guess we will present some new projects, and that's what today's talk is. Well, number one, let's start it off with we had the reason we're here together with Mark and Mary is because he had the opportunity to cash in on his 60th birthday gift, and this weekend we got him out flying at the Virginia Military Aviation Museum on a World War II era primary trainer, a P-17 or PT-17.
PT-17. It's a Stearman biplane that I got to do a about half an hour to 40-minute flight in, and actually take the controls and fly it just like the good old days.
With Laura the pilot.
Yeah, with pilot Laura. So we had a great time, and that sort of leads into the theme for this week's conversation, which is, as you know, we've been introducing family members as part of our family story, sit-downs. So today we get to introduce my wife, Mary.
Hi, say hi, Mary.
Hi.
And one of her family stories, which we really love, which we will insert a conversation with Mary's mom, Anne, talking about her great aunt, the Flying Nun.
Sister Mary Aquinas Kinski.
Mary Aquinas Kinski, who
And-
you may have been named after. Who knows? Mary.
And if I can get in here too, the neat thing was when we were there at the flight line, and this Laura, the pilot, was told that Mary was her relative. She said, "Oh, I'm in the presence of royalty," because she was very well aware of her great aunt's
Accomplishments.
notoriety and fame for being a
Pioneer.
a flying nun.
A flying nun, but a pioneer in the aviation industry. And one of the people who really made a difference for, the U.S. herself, the Midwest and the U.S. During World War II. So you'll see the video, which, discusses, Mary and her mom will discuss all about her, what she did, what kind of person she was, because Mary's mom actually spent a lot of time with her and knew her, well enough, because it was, her aunt, and it's just, the big thing that we all might know is that the name The Flying Nun was used to inspire the TV show with Sally Fields. So even though it's nothing the same, at least the name was there. So she's known as the Flying Nun.
And it sounds like a lot of female pilots were inspired by probably not only Amelia Earhart, but also my great aunt, Sister Mary Aquinas.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like that from Laura, that
Yeah.
she was very inspired by her.
She knew it. She said
as
she
a
had.
female pilot.
Yeah, she said that she had visited locations where they have plaques in her name, talking about that she taught here or she did stuff here. She's that famous that a lot of female pilots were inspired by her. So it's really cool.
And not only that, but she actually, I guess, met and knew Amelia Earhart.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yeah.
a
She
very
knew her.
cool
Yeah.
part of aviation history there,
Yeah.
to know somebody
So
that basically could share stories with one of the greatest female pilots in history.
yeah. So okay, here we are with part of the Old Guy Popcast, our continuing series on family stories, trying to document our oral family histories. And today, just like we did before with Michelle's family, her grandfather working on the Mulberry Harbors in World War II in England, we're going to talk about my wife, Mary, and she and her mom are going to talk about her great aunt, her mom's aunt, who's known as the Flying Nun. And here we are with Mary and Anne.
I'm the wife.
My wonderful wife, Mary, and her mom, and they will be talking about her aunt,
My
the
great
Flying
aunt.
Nun. Your great aunt, the Flying Nun. Go for it. Okay. There we go.
This is a picture of my great aunt.
You turn it a bit because it's got reflection. There you go. Perfect.
She was named the Flying Nun, And this is her in front of airplanes on an airfield.
That's one picture.
Very cool
of her.
picture.
She's definitely not Flying Nun. So okay, so tell us, Anne, about your recollection of your aunt.
Well, my recollection is when I was in childhood, I heard about my aunt. She was a nun and raised in Zanesville, Ohio, which is where I'm from. And I was told that she was very famous. And then I later learned that she had taught aviation, that she had a degree from Catholic University of America. That was her undergraduate degree.
In Washington, D.C.
In Washington, D.C. She taught children in Catholic schools in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, Iowa, Michigan, and in the Wisconsin area. And she always tried to get the children interested in science and aeronautics, and that triggered her interest in becoming a pilot. She was able to get approval from the convent in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, the Franciscan Order of Franciscan nuns in Manitowoc. She got permission from the Mother Superior to get a pilot's license, and she was trained in at the airport in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. She was certainly a bigger-than-life person, well loved by all those people around her. If you want to pursue this story further, you can Google, go online to the Notre Dame Archives, and also to the National Women's Aviation Museum in Cleveland, Ohio. They have a collection of stories about her life experiences. She was very interested in my career and would often visit me at the university where I graduated from, undergrad, Dominican University in River Forest, Illinois. And I treasured knowing her, I respect her, and she was certainly a motivational figure in my life for pursuing higher education and teaching students myself.
Yeah, because she was very, very smart. You mentioned before that she was very
smart.
Coming from just an immigrant family.
Immigrant family, a convent life, a very devout person. One of her famous lines was, "Never fear of flying. When you're flying, you're always closer to heaven."
Very nice. I like that.
To be able to do this.
No, this is wonderful. So thank you guys very much for this story of your very famous aunt and great aunt.
Well, all from my mom.
Well, it's from your mom, but this is what we're here for: is to document some of these oral histories of what people remember, of these people. And we know that she has a lot written about her, but getting it from someone who, knew her, met with her, not lived with her, but, spent time with her, is fantastic. This is the type of stuff that we love putting on our podcast. So thank you guys so much. Mary, my wife, Dr. Ann.
Oh, thank you. My, I haven't heard that for a while.
And then, it also kind of talks about like 3 generations of educators, because Mary Aquinas was an educator, my mom was a teacher, and I'm a nurse teacher.
You're a nurse
so
educator.
We all have love for teaching.
And it runs in the family, definitely.
I thought about that myself as I was thinking about what I was going to say today, Mary Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you very much for that introduction to part of family, which is also part of my family now because we are so happily married. Take care. So that's the story of my wife's family and a story from her family.
A story from my family.
A story from her family and my wife, and that's our introduction for this podcast.
Do I get to say my joke?
Oh, yeah, we have another joke.
Okay.
A Mary joke.
So I'm from Michigan originally,
yes.
and my whole family is a diehard Detroit Lions fan. The Detroit Lions have never won the Super Bowl. So there's this joke out there that says it's about Simba and his father Mustafa. They're sitting over the Pride Lands on a cliff, and Simba said, "Dad, what is that land over there?" And Mufasa goes, "That's the Super Bowl, son. No lion has ever been there before." That's it.
There you go.
Okay.
And I apologize if we've said that joke in the past.
No, I don't think we have.
There it was, said in its originality, because we're getting old and we forget what jokes we've said, and we'll probably repeat some over the different episodes.
Okay.
The
let's
next
go.
part of our podcast is going to be presenting future projects.
Future
And
projects.
I have one for
Oh, yes.
the masses.
Next one, yes.
I will be showing, or I will just title it "How to Build a Fire
Yes.
Without burning yourself down."
It will be edited for brevity because it's.
No. It
But
can
it's
be-
a
it can be
future
extremely
project.
useful.
A future project.
Future project. And then finally, any fact checks. Anybody got any facts
Facts?
to check?
No, we don't believe in facts here.
All right, you're
Well, I
right.
do have
Remember-
a fact check. Yesterday at the tennis match, somebody said that, the person didn't win because she played better. She won because the other person played poorly, and it was due to weather. I don't think that was the case.
It
at
was
all.
not true.
So I'm going to fact check that the winner of the women's match played very well, and she deserved to win.
Yes, absolutely.
I think the fact
Go
check
Mary.
is don't blame the weather, because both players have to endure the
And
same
it's
weather.
a very
exactly.
emotional sport,
I know.
so it's just based
All
on
right,
the conditions.
closing remarks. Do we have any closing remarks?
Closing remarks, boy. Well,
We
I
had
hope
a
you.
great time visiting.
I hope you enjoy the podcast. Mary and I, came into Virginia from Chicago, and have had the time of our lives. It was one of the best weekends of my life, going up in a Stearman. Just been having a great time. So
You
that's
got a
our
t-shirt too?
Oh yeah. Here's the plane. The U.S. Navy 743 was the plane I was in, as you saw in the picture earlier.
And then based on your hat, you want to honor
Oh
D-Day.
yeah. This was on Friday. Was D-Day. The
That's right. It was, I think,
81st.
it would have been the 81st.
Anniversary,
That's right. It was
yeah.
80 years ago. I think was basically when the D-Day.
And keeping it in the family, that was my grandfather's birthday, the one that you talked about with the caissons.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That
And
was the last
also-
episode. Yes.
Also, his son, my dad's younger brother, Dudley, his birthday.
It was his birthday.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
happy birthday to you, Dudley.
Yes.
Belated birthday.
Yes.
Um,
we gotta get you on these podcasts someday.
And then the other thing I was just going to mention is that, well, next time I may be broadcasting to you from another location.
Yes.
The podcast may be hitting the road and maybe traveling to other areas of the state.
Yes. And we'll be
We'll,
visiting.
we'll keep you informed about that. But anyways, it's been wonderful having you
Oh, it's
over,
been-
Mark.
it's been a great time, great time.
Great to have you, Mary, and
Out jingle.
and Michelle. And now it is time for our jingle
Out-
finale.
The outro jingle.
All right. Cheers, Mark.
Cheers.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Cheers.
Brothers Mitra, brothers,
Uh-oh.
brothers squared.
I got the church bells
No,
instead.
no.
We're having in case for the Flying Nun.
Yeah.
Church bells in the background.
Sounds like tripping. Either way, okay.
Oh no, I got a better
Good.
one. Ready? Come on.
No, we're not.
No,
Cut that one out. Cut that one out, Michelle.
I'm cutting, bye.
Cut that one out. Okay, here's a quick update on the boat project for the podcast. Here's my boat with my access. At the current time, still wrapped for winter like most of the boats around here. Though they are prepping a lot of boats for get the masts up. So just a quick look around. She's still being prepped. A lot of work I've been doing on her to try to get the hurricane repair done. Remember, Hurricane Helene kind of put a hole in my boat. The hole is right there, as you can see. So right now my effort is to get that fixed, but it's not going to be able to be fixed for about another month. So let me take you inside. So here we are inside, having just come up the ladder. It's a mess in here because I got a lot of crap that I still have to go through and throw away. This is all the crap from the previous owner. But in here is my crap. I have pulled out a whole lot here in order to be able to get to the hole in my boat. Because when the repairs start, they need access to all this space around here. But also as important is I've set up my office. I have an office started, though in the end I am going to remove this desk, this sort of counter cabinet desk area, and make a small desk down in the hole down there. It's going to be really cool. Okay, signing out with the progress on my boat.